Welcome to Through Jeremiah's Eyes. Today we're going into the veterinary odyssey again while we're in Gabon, Africa. Now we're going to be doing a whole bunch of health checks, doing some stuff with drawing blood, as well as checking for tuberculosis, as well as performing some ultrasounds on the chimps. They have a lot of parasites just from the foods that they eat and the environments that they're in within the national park. So there's a lot of cysts that they have on their livers, in their intestines, and even on some of the female chimpanzees' uterus. So we had to go in there, get the ultrasound, and be able to start doing some health checks on them. While we were doing these health checks, though, there were a ton of different conversations that were happening about not only the anatomy and the different anatomy of a chimpanzee as compared to most of our small animals like dogs and cats, but also just the nature of the chimpanzees. All of them have such different personalities, and when we were interacting with them, some of them would even trade different items. Like if I had some food, they would point at the food and they would go and get something to try and exchange with me for it. Or if I wanted to get a stick, there was some sort of like hand movement that I would do or like point at the stick, and they would actually understand that I'm trying to get the stick and they would hand it to me. And it's just little pieces of information like that that let me know that they're able to understand things on a different level than most animals, and it may just be because we're so much alike and our lives are very similar. But it blew my mind how we were able to communicate like that. Now, back on the rim of health checks, one of the things that we were doing were some bronchoalveolar lavages. We essentially insert a tube into their trachea and into their lungs, put some fluid in it, and then we suck it back up with a syringe. And when we do that, we're able to then take that sample and look at it under a microscope and culture it to see what sort of bacteria or things are actually in the chimpanzee's lungs. Because if they have pneumonia or something like that that's causing some sort of lower respiratory problem, we need to know what we should be using to treat it. We can't just throw anything out at it. We have to be specific with what we're doing so that we are good stewards of antimicrobials.